What is going on, mortals? Mortopia! And welcome to How to Tame on Scorched Earth, a series where I will be covering every tameable dino in Ark, going over their features / ability / roles in Ark. But first, a small disclaimer. All this taming is done on a boosted server, but the taming method is exactly the same that you'd have to use on an official server. But if you're playing on an official server, you should know by now that's going to take you a lot longer to gather the resources and a lot longer to do the taming. But with that out of the way, let's get to what we're going to be taming today. Boom! Let's see if it's still around here. Haha! This is what we're going to be taming. The giant moth, or the Lymantria. A really, really cool looking creature in Ark. Really, really cool. So, if you're going to tame one of these, you will need to knock it out. Now, if it's flying, or you know that you can't get it straight away, that you're scared it might fly off, you can use bowlers to immobilize it. So don't worry about that. So, I've got some here. I don't think I'll need them. I don't know, I might do. Let's just see. Rummy. I missed. I'm not very good with bowlers. I'm really not. Yeah. Really, really not. Doesn't help that the crosshairs go away when you start moving. Come on. Huh. And I missed. Yeah, I'm really crappy at bowlers. But if you mortals are better at them, how did that not hit? You can use them to immobilize them so they'll fall straight to the ground. Or you can just shoot them and hope for the best. How did that not get it? Yeah, it's probably best to bowler them to immobilize them so you can get a couple of shots out of them. Because now this is hard. Turn. Turn. Hey. I say it turns again. Right, luckily enough, I've got a flyer that can keep up with it. Let's land up here. Shoot it again if we can. There we go, and it's down. And you will see it will drop these kind of spores. These spores will slow you down, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner now. You've got moth poison. It's basically just slow you down more than anything else. It won't exactly hurt you properly. But once you have got your giant moth down, or Lymantria, whatever you would like to call it, what will you need to tame it? And believe it or not, this has a kibble, and its preferred kibble is thorny dragon kibble, which I thought I had some. I obviously don't have some. But don't worry if you can't get your hands on some kibble. I thought I had some, but I was mistaken. I did just see a scorpion down here. Where'd he go? I swear down I just saw a scorpion. But like I said, if you can't get your hands on kibble, just gather some berries. Next best thing. I think I got enough. Oh, I dropped my jabba. Oh, come here. But if you can get your hands on some thorny kibble, how will you make it? Well, I've got the recipe here. I'm going to read it off for you. You're obviously going to need thorny dragon eggs. You're going to need 1 salvo root, 1 cooked meat jerky, 2 measure berries, and 3 fibers, which can be cooked in a cooking pot or the industrial cooker. But I haven't got any, so I'm just going to put berries on it, which should tame it as well. Measure berries are the best berries to tame it with, but you can tame it with any type of berries you can get your hands on. It is eating very, very slowly. I really thought that I had some kibble, so this might take a while to get up. Can You stop pooing in the background. Holy Jesus. How much do you poop, man? Just I just told you not to poop. I want to make sure I didn't put the kibble on here. I don't think I did. No, okay. I just don't have that. Now we just gotta wait for the Lymantria to get up. Are you gonna eat, please? Is there another one? But yeah, I think these giant moths are really cool looking. They come in all different colours, and sometimes their wing colours can be absolutely amazing. Let's go and see if we can spot a couple of moths and show you the differences in the wings. You can get really pretty ones. We've got a moth here. Look at its wings, really nice and blue, and its body is a different colour as well. Let's just kill everything down here. That's an Argent. No, I want another moth. Argent. We're literally I'm going to see one moth. I want to show you all of them. Well, not all of them, because there are different varieties of moths, and they all look pretty darn amazing. The wings are the most colourful, and you do get some amazing colours. There's another moth. So that one's just sort of the same colour as we've just seen, but you do get really nice looking ones, and there's not going to be anything, is there? Not for me to show you anyway. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, moths are not aggressive. If you hit them, they will spray you with those spores, as you saw, which will slow you down, and which will give them time to escape. As you can see here, different kinds of blues on this wing. Really cool. Oh, here we go. There's a different coloured one right here. Look at this. This one's got some green or yellow and blue. Just looking cool. Really cool. I love the colours. Let's get back to where we're supposed to be, shall we? But the moth is the only herbivore that can fly. That means it is not a meat. Oh my god, I've got another Grokon that just spawned over here. That's not nice. Anything else just spawned nasty. I'll have to kill that in a minute. You're not up yet. Let's land. Let's get off. Slowly. God. Take forever. Another thing that a moth does as well, if you kill one, it will give you a different kind of item that you usually get from killing stuff. Most stuff you just get like meat or prime meat, and some like chitin or keratin or stuff. Where the hell did that moth just go? Here we go. But the moth will give you another resource that is useful in scorched earth. Just drop some stuff so I can make sure that I can actually gather some of this stuff. Sorry about this. Inventory management is key, peeps. So make sure you do it. Here's the moth. Let's just don't go around trying to eat it. So let's kill the moth, which will dump all these spores, which will slow you down. But if you harvest it, you will get silk, meat, and keratin. So if we just go into Tapajara's inventory, as you can see, we got some silk here. This is what you get for from harvesting it. Obtained from a moth creature, used to craft desert clothes and the tent. So yeah, you do get a different kind of armor in Scorched Earth to protect you from the elements of Scorched Earth. So it is used to craft the Scorched Earth armor, the desert clothes, and the tent. And I do believe it's involved in creating the whip as well. I just want to see if I am right. It's not called whip. What's it called then? It should be called something else, and I'm not, and I'm being a silly bugger about it. No, not that. This looks like a whip. It sounds like a whip when you whip it. Please, can we quickly find this? I've probably gone over it already because I am a bit of an idiot sometimes. But if you mortals have played Squash Stuff, you know what I'm on about the whip. The lasso. No, it's not a lasso. Definitely a whip. There we go. I just missed the H out of it. So, yeah, it is used to craft the whip as well, as you can see there. So, silk is very, very useful on Scorched Earth. Come on, one more berry and the Lymantria should get up. We just gotta wait for it to eat its last berry. So as I just said before, that the Lymantria is rideable, is the only herbivore mount that is rideable, is flyable, sorry, is the only. So that means you will need to get a saddle for it, which you unlock at level 36. I've got it right here. This is what it looks like. Oh, our moth is up. Did it go on? Yeah, it is on. So yeah, really cool looking moth. Look at it, looking really, really cool. Now, unfortunately, the Lymantria is not the fastest flyer in the game. Not by a long shot. But if you're just starting off, Lymantria can be pretty good if you're trying to get around some rough terrain or some impassable terrain. So it can't fly very fast, and its attack is rather weak. It's mostly for beginner players who just want a flying mount to get over a particularly difficult patch of terrain. But the Lymantria can be used for a taming mount as well. You can see those spores right there. So it can be used for a taming mount. Unlike other flyers, the Lymantria cannot pick up any creatures. However, its slowing attack does not aggro neutral creatures, such as like the Morellotops or the Paratheratherium. It will not work on Carnos because they're an aggressive kind of mount. This allows the rider of the Lymantria to slow down targets while other members of the tribe can tame it. It'll just make it easier. So here we go. Here's Paratheratherium. As you can see, it doesn't get aggroed when we get near it, so we can square our stuff, which will dramatically slow it down. So if you're trying to tame something big like that, slowing it down can be a huge advantage, especially if you're trying to pump it full of trank arrows and stuff. The Lymantria can just keep flying over, squirting it, slow it down for the tribe members that are trying to tame it, which is really, really cool. Now, apparently the moth is supposed to produce silk as well. Passively produce it. And it should go into its inventory. I have never seen a moth do this, and it's not in the inventory at the moment. So, I cannot confirm or deny it. I honestly don't know if it does produce silk passively. I could not tell you, but it's supposed to. But that is it, mortals. That is it for the Lymantria, or the giant moth. A really cool looking creature in so many different colours and shades and everything. And it is the only flying herbivore in Ark Survival Evolved, which is really cool. Get off. Land, please. Moth, come here. Stop. Get on. And we'll land you. So yeah, really cool looking creature to be added per arc. And it's also got another use for scorched earth, which is to produce silk, which you can make the scorched earth armor and the tent and the whip. But anyway, Moors, that is it. So I hope you found this informative, and if it helps you out in any way, please don't forget to show that like button who is boss by punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. But that is it. I am Mortal T, and I am out.